First, the headlines. Village Defense Forces services extended for 1 year. Five children allegedly tortured at Nasik school in pretext of free education rescue. Sikkim becomes first state in Northeast to restore old pension system. And curfew relaxed in Imphal East, West and Thabul district till 10 p.m. For Kakching district, curfew has been relaxed till 8 p.m. In Bishnupur district, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. Hello, good afternoon. You're watching ELITETV English News at 12:30. Now let's see the latest news update at this hour. Recognizing the roles of the village defense forces in the state, the Manipur cabinet has agreed to extend the engagement for 1 more year of service, that is from 1st of April 2024 to 31st March 2025. Addressing the media person during a press meet held at his residence at Lamphel Sanakaithel, Imphal yesterday, Minister Dr. S. Ranjanson asserted that the cabinet has agreed to extend the engagement for 1 more year of service, that is from April 1st, 2024 to March 31st, 2025. Ranjan informs that the cabinet also passed the Manipur State Commission for Women's Role 2024. Regarding the death of the SDPO More, the minister says that the state cabinet has approved appointing his son to the post of an assistant sub-inspector and liberalized pension from the home department of the deceased. The minister further says that thorough scrutiny by the agriculture and home department, the state cabinet has approved the sanction of rupees 18.91 crore for 3,483 verified affected farmers due to the ongoing crisis in the state. The Manipur police arrested 3 active cadres of the United People's Party of Kanglai Park, UPPK, from the Bazaar area, Imphal West district, who were involved in extortion of money from various establishments on February 9th. Further, various incriminations items were also seized from their possession. A case has been registered for further investigation and they have been remanded into police custody by the judicial magistrate. Search operation and area dominations were conducted by the security forces in the fringe and vulnerable areas of hills and valley districts. Meanwhile, 0.19 mm pistols with magazines, 0.1765 mm pistols with magazines, 10 9 mm ammunitions, 0.2.32 mm ammunitions, 0.3 9 mm empty case and 0.32 mm empty case from the general area between the Songzang village and the Thonglang Akupa village along the IT roads of the Kangpupi district. On the other hand, 0.1 carbines machine guns with magazine, 0.01 NSAS magazines, 8 5.56 mm ammunition, 01 number 36 hand grenades, 0151 mm mortal illuminations round, 01 local made pompi, 02 local made hand grenades, Sorry for the inconveniences. Let's continue with the news. The Manipur police arrested 3 active cadres of the United People's Party of Kanglai Park, UPPK, from the Bazaar area in Far West District who were involved in extortion of money from the various establishments on February 9th. Further, various incriminating items were also seized from their possession. A case has been registered for further investigations and they have been remanded into police custody by the judicial magistrate. Search operation and area dominations were conducted by the security forces in the fringe and the vulnerable area of Hills and Valley districts. Meanwhile, 0.19 mm pistols with magazines, 0.1 7.65 mm pistols with magazine, 10 numbers 9 mm ammunitions, number 2 .32 mm ammunition, 03 9 mm empty case and 02 .32 mm empty case from the general area between Songjang village and the Thonglang Kupa village along the IT roads of the Kangpopi district. On the other hand, 0.1 carbine magazine guns with magazine, 01 INSAS magazines, 8 5.56 mm ammunition, 01 number 35 hand grenades, 01 51 mm mortar ammunitions round, 1 local made pumpy, 2 locals made hand grenades and 1 walkie-talkies along with the charges from the Sangovung of Kangpopi district. A total of 141 Nakas checkpoints were installed in the different districts of Manipur, both in the hills and the valley, and police detained 227 persons in connections with the violations in different districts of the states. Abrogations of suspension of Operation SU is the only way to teach a big lesson to Kuki militants. This was stated by the convener of the CCI's Forum's Peace Committee, Ngombam Chingkai. He said this during the handling over of the financial assistance to the village defense volunteers at Kautruk today. He further said since the situation was erupted, the forum has been extending help to the various places including the village defense volunteers. The ongoing conflicts in Manipur has passed into 9 months. However, no positive action has been taken up by the central government. Under the name of the SU, many innocent people have been killed by the Kuki militants. At this crucial juncture, we should not leave the state's government alone. We all have to extend support to the government. On the other hand, village defense volunteers are facing a lot of hardship at the present situation. As such, he appealed to the masses to extend help as possible to the village defense volunteers at different corners of the state. Every household to contribute something for the village defense volunteers, he added.
Mr. Watchanbagi right later indigenous population nataba Kuki Hariba Furubase ST list like Topa Lona Lana Akogi Mokoina ST status Pangbaga Lona Su Haidana Akoina Government of India Yanaraga Chatariba Mokogi agreement say Machine Maram Warakan Masig Marumda Mara Legidraba Maite Mayama Hatkre Makata Nasu Makoya later Tankang Kudingi Maite sing the attack Toraga Maite sing the Piriba tension as a Masuko Nagimakta Sisan Forum Peace Committee Maikadagi Adugumba Todang Loribation Sing Dubu Akoina Lepaleta support Tausi Togigani Akoina Lepana Chasara Consis in the Sida Akoina Uzare Akogi Maitegi Imung Mayama Akogi Namzangam Putok Mateng Pangli Masida Akogi Isagi Iran Lep Marang Kana Lazaraba Imung Sinasu Isagi Kaktanatana, Lebaki, Kalaga, Namjava Mateng Pangbina Navasu, Session Forum Peace Committee, Maikadagi, Nologan Ningsingari, pre-moment regime, Government of India, Loktorpa, Session Forum Peace Committee, Maikadi Taram Oi, Masimang Maram Workan, illegal migrant Mayama Sangapada, Che Tobanga Mani Havasi Tazabusu Lere, Adan Atuma Tamda, Suse, Maptik Chana, Government of India, Maikadagi, Akogi Matik Suja Chadraba, Susigi Egemense, Loktor Matunga, Manipurgi, Nongkri Kanamo Honabada. Honor riba thodang lawi besina singsiga loina pula pula kanda Manipur se punna hanige dumaina punna hingmina ba ingchinga lebas lamdam mo hele se habse mase haijaba loina mayam da mukha khurumjari.
As children are one of the vulnerable groups in the strife-torn state of Manipur, 5 children who had taken to the Maharashtra with the false promises to provide their educations were allegedly tortured and harassed by the members of newly admitted schools. Department of Social Welfare Government of Manipur rescued them safely with the support of the government of Maharashtra. Alluring with the fact promises to provide free educations at Sri Swaminarayan's English Medium School, Nasik, Maharashtra, 5 children from Manipur aged between 9 to 15 were taken to the said state. On the contrary to that, the children were reportedly maltreated and subjected to harsh punishment. Addressing media in a press conference held at the Department of the Social Welfare yesterday, its director Ngangom Uttam Singh said that the department had received a complaint report from parents of 4 children who were sent to Sri Swaminarayan English Medium School to get free education. The parents reported that their children are being subjected to harsh punishment and torture, which is a very clear violation of the various provisions of the children protection laws. Following the complaint report, his department approached the commissioners of the Social Welfare Government of Maharashtra requesting to rescue them. Consequently, the District Child Protection Unit, Nasik, have rescued 5 children from the above-mentioned school. They have reported 5 children to District Child Welfare Committee, Nasik, on February 3 at 2 p.m., he added. He continued that the teams of his department brought those children to the Imphal today. They will hand it over to their respective parents. The department feels so grateful that many generous people link for children to get free education in the critical periods of the Manipur. However, these people involved in such activities should be very cautious before sending their children. They should verify the condition of the schools and whether it is safe or fit. Even parents should search out schools before sending them blindly. He suggested while stating the department is working at the best level for the sake of the welfare of the children. He also urged the parents to avoid signing on blank paper or going through any documents provided by the school's authority before signing it. The documents can be easily misused or manipulated later. One of the victims told the media that they had left Imphal as a team to Nasik on December 3 with the belief that they would get a good education. They were treated well for around 1 week. Since then, they gradually changed their attitude and started ill-treating by giving them harsh punishments without any appropriate reason. All 5 of them were unable to bear their tortures. One of their parents' friends got injured. In an unfortunate incident, a Tangkhul women's vegetable vendor was reportedly harassed by some individuals at Nagamapal today in the early morning. Report called from the spot. The Tangkhul women's vendor came to sell vegetables at Kweramband Bazaar. However, today is Nongma Panba, the first lunar day of the month, and all the issues by the Manipur Municipal Corporation in this past, the market has been closed on every Nongma Panba. There was misunderstanding between the Tangkhul women and individual. Vegetables items brought by the Tangkhul women were reportedly damaged by the women individuals. Later, the issue was solved jointly by the Taragi Chaisu, Imphal Naga Union's Forums for Restoration of Peace. Speaking to the media persons, convener of the Forum for Restoration of Peace, Asankachar said the incident was very unfortunate. The individuals who involved in incidents are in a police custody. The matter has been resolved. However, he appealed to the concerned not to repeat such act in the near future. Besides, nobody should take law in their hands.
Otu yonba yaroi kholoi ngasi se moi gi kai normal lei haidana hairam duna maduda khara thoning da ba thodok khara thokdana thokbodegi akhoi gi victim group ba haiba tare moina Facebook ta ama da thagatuna akhoi pau phangjabadegi kutakta ai masi thokpasi yaroi sidi chumde haiduna akhoi taragi chesu ne Imphal Naga Forum ne Forum for Restoration of Peace team sina chenchen dana thiduna khotana tawkanda victim se lomlonggi bazar da insanapi yondana lerami akhoi fajana wari saminare marak sida khoina paupi de khotana tawbudegi city police osina lead tawraga akhoi gi accused person haiba tare madugi individual singdu phakalaga akhoi sida thamlakre akhoi na phagre haidana akhoi da osina lalaga paudu tambibadagi phare adudi phagrabne na akhoi mase loisanaba ama purakpana phagni haina both parties to kauraga sigi police station da akhoi phaminara kanda hairiba accused person individual mi ani humsena akhoi mase soigre langre haidana mase group nate community nate individual kaino sunate marai paibi gi sunate individual khara na khangdana tawrubani haidana confess tobodegi akhoi gi victim gi group na su phare noina dumaina soigre langre hairadi akhoi humanity ground da isol gi ming da akhoi copy rene copy bagi yana bagi amal changsandana ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ OC ꯑꯗꯨꯒ leaders mayam ꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯁꯟ ꯑꯃ ꯄꯨꯔꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ both parties ꯒꯤ agreement ꯁꯨ ꯑꯃ ꯇꯧꯅꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ.
Ahead of the upcoming state assembly elections, Sikkim Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang yesterday announced that the restoration of the old pension system for the state government employee appointed on or after April 1, 2016. With this, the Himalayan state has become the first state in the northeast to announce restoration of the OPS. The government announced the restoration of the old pension system for the state government employees appointed on or after April 1, 2016. The decision outlines in the provisions of the Sikkim Services Pension Rules 1990 is said to be benefited employees appointed on or before March 31st, 1990. Reinstating guidelines on the modality of the pension system, this announcement comes amid a series of the welfare measures that were announced while aiming at benefiting the people of Sikkim. The announcements were made during the state's level temporary employee conventions held at the public ground Rangpo on February 9th. The slew of the schemes aims at addressing various aspects of the employment and pension benefits marks a strategic move by the incumbent government to connect with the voters and garner support as elections seasons draw near. One of the key announcements made during the convention include amendments to the state government's policy regarding the regularizations of the temporary employees. According to the notification issued by the Department of the Personal Services and temporary employees with the benchmark disability, serving continuously for 2 years or more in a particular post may have to be now considered for regularizations in their respective department. In other significant moves, the government amended the previous notification regarding the regularization of the temporary employee. As per the revised clause, services of the temporary employee services continuously 4 years or more in the various capacities, including the workers, master roles, ad hocs, and consolidated pay, may now be considered for the regularizations. Assam Rifles and Mizoram Police seized heroines and methamphetamines tablets worth rupees 13.3 crore in East Mizoram, Champhai district during joint operations in the past 2 days, an official said on Friday. A total of 605 grams of heroin value at rupees 4.23 crore were recovered at the Molkawi from the positions of the residents of the Jokhauthar on Wednesday, he said. In another operations follows a tip of 30,300 tablets of methamphetamines worth rupees 9 crore and rupees 17.49 lakhs in the unaccounted case were recovered at the Jokhauthar on the Mizoram-Myanmar borders on Thursday, he said. The All Indian United Democratic Front's AIUDF chief Maulana Badruddin Ajmal has taken a firm stance against the Uniform Civil Code, claiming it to be the anti-Qurans and the anti-Islam. AIUDF President Badruddin Ismail was the chief guest at the religious congregations at the Balapara Jamiatul Banat Madrasas in the Jogighopas state. Where is the NDIA alliance? Mamata Banerjee has sidelined herself. Even AAP says, and soon you will see Akhilesh Yadav will be out of the Indian alliance. Further speaking about the Mangoldoi seat, the AIUDF chief claims that the party was not decided anything as of now. Speaking on ICC, Ajmal said, ICC is against the Qurans and the Islam, against Hindus and also the Muslim. It is also against all religion. On the lines of the upcoming Lok Sabha elections, the AIUDF leaders say that the Congress is deemed to get 0 seats. Despite this objection, there are voices within the Muslim community, including some scholars and researchers who supported the ICC. Tripura Chief Minister Manik Saha on Friday said that the governments will not compromise on the quality of healthcare in the states and has made a series of decisions for the development of the healthcare system. CM Saha said that this inaugurations 50 bedded field hospitals and the OT complex at Amarpur subdivisional hospital in the Gomati district. On the same day, CM Saha also inaugurated the Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya Type 4 hostels attached in the Chlakaram Higher Secondary Schools in the Chlakahamt IHH Schools ground. Karbuks Chalangang Police Station in the Chalangang Natur Bazar. Additionally, he interacted with the 10 to 15 beneficiaries of different schemes at Chlakahamt in the Gomati district. Coordination is necessary between the patients and the hospital staff. We must maintain the hospital's environment that helps patients recover soon. I can take responsibility for the standards of the treatment and facility, which are much better than private hospital. Our GB hospital is on our lifeline. The government is working to strengthen districts and subdivisional hospital, setting up trauma centers and cardiac center, which are very important. We are working on development the health infrastructure in the state. We have increased the bed capacity of the Agartala Government Medical College and GB Pan Hospital so that the patient don't face any problem. We have 9 specialties, super specialties units in the GB Pan. Earlier, people used to go outside the state for the treatment, but now they have receiving treatments here. They should know politics with wealth, with health. He compromised with health, CM Singh Saha said. He further informed that the state governments would start distributing Mukhya Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana cards to 4.75 lakhs families from February 15 who were left out for the PM Jan Arogya Yojana. Nagaland Chief Minister's nephew Rio reiterated that the state government stands oppositions to the abrogations of the free movement regime FMR along the Indo-Myanmar border. This comes in response to the Union Home Minister Amit Shah's recent remarks on scrapping the FMR, interacting with the media on the sidelines of the White Old Literature Festivals and Book Fair launched at John Nyathu by the park at the Chumau Kedema on Friday. Rio, however, admitted that the people in the border areas not following guidelines was making the Northeast a safe haven for insurgencies and other activities. He also acknowledged government of the Indians' concern regarding security. Rio disclosed that a cabinet meeting held on the Thursday has decided that the regulations will be met. After consultations, he said that the state governments would initiate whatever the necessary. He reiterated the state governments as well as the public and did not agree with the abrogation of the FMR. We have heard the public voice and this is why the state government does not agree lifting the FMR and we are working on it, he assured. On the other hand, Deputy Chief Minister Y. Pathan on Fridays informs that the state governments will be holding a consultative meetings with all the civil society organizations in connection with the centre's decision to scrap the free movement regimes and to fence the Indo-Myanmar border. Interacting with the media persons on the sidelines of the program at the Chozuba, Patton says that the decision was made during the cabinet's meeting on Friday 8. He, however, did not mention the date and time for the meeting, but informed that the meeting would be held soon. Meanwhile, a communique from the Home Department says that the cabinet had decided to request the central government to continue the FMR and also to enact appropriate regulations and lay down processes for the movement of the people across the borders in close consultations with the peoples inhabiting the border areas of the state. The cabinet further decided to request for the suitably bringing the village council authority concerns in this entire system of the regulations of the FMR. Now let's take a short break.
Notice asina khanganjari madudi Imphal Municipal Corporation na paikhatchariba Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana ge first BLC project ki makhada hauzik fawba yum sadabana maram oiduna curtailment tawduna beneficiary list gi kakthatcharagadaba miyoi single list sembalo sinjare maram asina kanagumba beneficiary singna wakat ningba leiragadi lakliba tang kunga mapan tha ani English singani ga kunga mari fawba gi manungda claims and objection Imphal Municipal Corporation ge office ta pisin bibayagani masigi matong dalakpa makhal amatagi wakat office asina loksin jararoi kakatlagadaba list asi IMC gi office tagi khangbi bayagani karigumba yum sararoidaba oiragadi curtailment consent form the sign tobiraga IMC ki office da pisinbinabasu ningsingjariba Joyce Camp Municipal Commissioner Imphal Municipal Corporation.
Hello kids, 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 hello kids. Very nice, beautiful, colorful, colorful, rosy, rosy, cozy, cozy, wonderful, wonderful. Hello kids, 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 hello kids.
Gear up for the future with Quantum University. Write your success story with our new age programs that shall be amongst the top 3 most rewarding careers in India and across the globe in the next decade. One of the reasons why Quantum is a leading private university in India is these world-class partnerships which makes it stand out among the rest.
Welcome back after the break. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma is the third most popular Chief Ministers in India when Chief Ministers across the country were measures on their performance within the home states, reveals the latest editions of India Today, Moods of the Nation poll released this February. Responding in the average states were asked to rate the performance of the Chief Ministers of their home states, and 43.6% correspondent in Assam expressed satisfaction at his performance. Odisha Chief Minister Navik Patnaik seems to have beaten anti-incumbents in the elections years by tapping this ranking for the 7th times in a row, with 52.7% respondents expressing satisfaction at his performance. To put it in the context, 52.7% of the respondents of the total of the 3,760 from Odisha said they were satisfied with Navin Patnaik, while 48.6% of the 13,358 respondents from the Assam expressed satisfactions with Himanta Biswa Sarma's performance. Interestingly, though Sarma has captured the 3rd ranking, his popularity has since a constant decline in 1 year. In August 2022, 68% of the respondents in Assam expressed satisfactions with his performance. 5 months later, in January 2023, his sales of respondents expressing happiness over Sarma's performance soared to 68%. In the next Mood of the Nation's poll held on August 2023, there was a massive decline in his supports as respondents expressing satisfaction dropped to 49.2%. On a significant day for interstate relations, Mizoram Chief Minister Laldu Homa met with his Assam's counterpart Himanta Biswa Sarma in Guwahati to deliberate on the developmental issues that concern both states. Talking to his X handle, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma wrote, "Bonding over breakfast. In my first one-to-one meeting with the Honorable Chief Minister of Mizoram, Pu Laldu Homa, after his emphatic victory in the Vidhan Sabha election, I once again offer my heartiest congratulations. We engaged in the various discussions to ensure continued peace and progress between our two states. The meeting was a strategic step towards resolving long-standing disputes and fostering cooperation. It is to be mentioned that after the recently concluded assembly election in Mizoram, this is the first time the Mizoram Chief Ministers with his Assam counterpart. The discussion between the Laldu Homa and Sarma were particularly crucial given the historical border tensions between Assam and Mizoram. The two states share a 164-kilometer boundary, which has been the point of contention due to the different interpretations of the colonial era demarcations from 1875 and 1993. In July 2021, this dispute escalated into a violent clash near Mizoram's Vairangte village, tragically resulting in the loss of lives and injuries. Both chief ministers have shown a commitment to peace and dialogue, with several rounds of talks held to maintain tranquility along the border. The meeting in Guwahati was likely to continuations of these efforts, aiming to reach a political resolution to the border issues and prevent future conflicts. The meeting between the two leaders underscores the importance of the collaborations and understandings in addressing developmental challenges and territorial disputes. It reflects a shared vision for a peaceful and prosperous future for the people of Assam and Mizoram. Nagaland BJP leader Tamjans Emna, along with his yet again caught the attentions of the netizens with his quirky take on choosing the correct JCB. Emna along was seen being pulled out by two men early this morning from a muddy pond while giving a JCB test. Sharing a video of the early morning routines on February 10th with an advice for his followers on his official Facebook page, Emma Along wrote, "It's all about NCAP rating. Gadi Kharidni se pehle NCAP rating jarur dekhe. Kyunki ye aapke jaan ka mamla hai. No wonder I beg your pardon. No wonder his video has garnered widespread reactions and oddities of the comments from his followers who have loved the video a lot. One more, here Emna alone in the videos talking to the people around and saying, "I am the biggest fish here in the ponds," while cracking into a laughter. Although his jokes did not stop there, the people are thereby pull out Emna along with the ponds who were visibly exhausted but shares the laughter moments with the people who gathered to see the internet sensation enjoying a wonderful morning. It was really good, but whether I was the fish or the fish was the fish, this is one point has to be looked upon, said Emna along to a person standing nearby. The Sela tunnels in Arunachal Pradesh, the world longest byland tunnels at 13,000 long feet, is nearing completions with the Border Roads Organization, having finished 90% of the construction. The strategic project will continue connectivity in Tawang districts and is set to be inaugurated by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi later this month. Speaking exclusively with the Indian Today Northeast, the project director Ravikant Tiwari said there are two tunnels here in the 13,000 feet. It will reduce the travel times to nearly 1 hour during the summer times in Tawang. In winter, people often got stuck in the Sela Pass for over 3 to 4 hours. If people travel through Baisakhi, which is a snow-capped village in Tawang district, people can travel without change. Two-wheelers or four-wheelers vehicles can easily pass the tunnels without chains or even the ambulances. This is a 24/7 efforts of the Border Roads Organizations along with over 800 workers. The Sela Tunnel project includes Tunnel 1 and 980 meters long single tunnels and Tunnel 2 1,555 meters long twin tube tunnel. Upon completion, it will provide all-weather connectivity to locals and the armed forces stations in Tawang. As the construction of this crucial project near completion, BRO is giving its final touch. In an exclusive interview with the Indian Today Northeast, the president of the Nagaland's Rising People Party, Geol Naga, voiced strong criticisms against the recent decision of the government of India to scrap the free movement FMR between India and Myanmar, describing the move as a ridiculous and a knee-jerk reaction. Naga highlighted the potential consequences of such a decision. The Act East policy initiated by the Modi is eradicated by the scrapping of the FMR. The president remarked expressing concern over the apparent inconsistency in government policy. Emphasizing the importance of the dialogue and exclusive solution, Naga cautions that the decisions could ignite tension in the region. The scrapping of the free movement regime is a volcano waiting to erupt. The president warned, citing the risks of escalating violence and unrest. Drawing attention to the fragile peace prevalence in the area, Naga asks for a more comprehensive approach towards achieving lasting peace. Instead of really trying to bring permanent peace in the regions, the government of India, through its narrow policies, trying to provoke the hill states of the northeast. Naga asserted, expressing disappointments in the government's approach. Naga fathers lamented the potential spillover effects of the decision, particularly on neighboring states like Mizoram and part of the Arunachal Pradesh. Naga expressed desire for peace but warned that the government's policies choices would be lead to the bloodshed and unrest in the region.
This policy is ridiculous. It's a knee-jerk reaction to solving a problem. It negates the entire policy as formulated by the government of India, in the sense the Aegis policy, which has been initiated by Sri Narendra Modi. This has been totally contradicted by the scrapping of the FMR, and it is dividing peoples. And just because there's no protest in Nagaland doesn't mean that Naga people will take things lying down.
The Meghalaya Cabinet yesterday gave the nod for the Shillong Urban Mobility Policy 2024. The Cabinet's meet, chaired by the Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, approved the policy amongst a slew of other decisions as well. Taking social media platform Twitter, CM Sarma stated that the policy has been passed as it is expected to create spec of the public transportation. Cabinet approved the Shillong Urban Mobility Policy 2024 as mandated by the Government of India to ensure mobility improve the Shillong. A policy had to be formulated which should include spec of the public transportation, creation of the walking and parking spaces, etc., said CM Sangma. Apart from this, the Meghalaya Cabinet also approved the amendments to the Meghalaya Building I Laws 2021, which is expected to ensure safety of the building in a growing city like Shillong. Cabinet also approved the amendments to the Meghalaya Building I Law 2020 for the sustainable urban developments in the Meghalaya. The amendment also is being put in place in the lines with the provision of the Government of India to ensure safety of building, ensure proper utilization of the land for smaller lands owners, permissible heights of the building, etc., said the Meghalaya's Chief Minister on Twitter. Chief Minister Sangma further said both the amendment and the policy have been adopted so that the state can avail the special assistance on the capital investment for urban areas scheme. CM also says that he's also stated that the centre has earmarked rupees 15,000 crore for the schemes as states in the certain guidelines and policy have been necessitated. He further says that the government has put in a proposals of 619 crore for the Meghalaya, for which they have received approval for close to rupees 500 crore, and it is also being expected that another rupees 100 crore would be approved after the amendments and the policies are being put in place. Journalist Nikhil Wangle are allegedly attacked by the BJP workers while heading towards an event in Pune on Friday, February 9th. Video of the incident shows the vehicle's windscreens and the side panels being damaged by the BJP workers who also threw ink on the car. This was followed by the brief altercations between Maha Vikas Aghati workers and the BJP activists with police intervention. Later at this event, Wangle addressed the audience saying he forgive his attackers and asked them to vote for MPA in the upcoming Maharashtra election. Earlier, the case was filed against Wale by the BJP leader Sunil Deondhas for allegedly making offensive remarks against the PM and the Avani. In response to the incidents, NCP factions leader Supriya Sul condemns the attack on the Wangle and expressed concern over the law and order situation in Maharashtra. The BJP workers were protesting against the Wangle for his remark against PM Narendra Modi and LK Advani following the awarding of the Bharat Ratna to the latter. The Enforcement Directorate (ED) conducted raids at 6 properties associated with the Ballari Congress MLA Nara Bharat Reddy on Saturday. The properties include Reddy's residence in Ballari and Bengaluru, his officials in Chennai, his father's office, and his uncle's Pratha Reddy's residence and office. The operations at his Ballari residence started at 6:30 a.m. by a team from the Bengaluru. Reddy's family is involved in the granite quarry business in the Koppal districts and Ongal districts in Andhra Pradesh. The EDs has also raided the Bangalore residence and Chennai office. A 41 years old Indian origins man, Vivek Chandra Tenaza, was killed in the United States after being hit on the head during an altercation. The incident occurred at 2 a.m. on February 2 outside a restaurant in the downtown Washington. The marks the 5th case of an Indian American killed in the U.S. this year. Tenaza, on execution in Virginia, was found with a critical injury by police responding to the assault report. He was hospitalized and succumbed to his injuries on Friday 7. The police ruled Tenaza death as a homicide. The suspect, though not yet arrested, was captured on a nearby CCTV camera. The Metropolitan Police Department's homicide branch is seeking public assistance to identify and locate the suspect. A reward of up to Rs $25,000 is being offered for information leading to the arrest and convictions of the persons or persons responsible. Upon improvement in the law and order situations in the Valley districts, curfew has been relaxed till 10 p.m. Today is in Imphal East, Imphal West and Tawal district. In Kakching district, curfew has been relaxed till 8 p.m. However, in Bishnupur district, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. Traffic is seen as usual on the roads. Most of the shops and markets were opened. Several people purchased their essential items during the curfew relaxation. Before we wrap up, let's take a quick recap of the top stories once again. Manipur Village Defense Forces service extended for 1 year. Five children allegedly tortured at Nasik schools in the pretext of free education rescued. Sikkim becomes first state in the northeast to restore old pension system. And curfew relaxed in Imphal East, West and Tawal district till 10 p.m. For Kakching district, curfew has been relaxed till 8 p.m. In Bishnupur district, curfew has been relaxed till 5 p.m. today. And that's all we have for now. Thanks for watching.